Today is another day of doing Leetcode questions every single day until I'm unemployed. Today we're doing 2181, merge nodes in between zeros. You're given the head of a linked list which contains a series of integers separated by zeros. The beginning and end of the linked list will have node value equals 0. For every 2 consecutive zeros, merge all the nodes lying between them into a single node whose value is the sum. So basically just this. So I'm thinking, right, we want to, now this is my first medium question, by the way, so it's kind of a special, and it's the 10th day, so I thought we'd do it. Anyway, okay, so we need to, let's think this out. We need to iterate through every node, obviously. Okay, and then from the start, we know the first node's a 0. So should we make a separate linked list? I think we should. So as we iterate, while iterating, we need to keep a sum of all nodes until 0. Okay, and then when we find node 0, node with value 0, we want to, how are we going to, okay, we'll assign other list, because I'm making other linked list. Okay, I think we can do that. I think this makes sense. In my head, this makes sense. So I'm gonna start by making a struct list node. And we'll call it answer. Oh no, we'll call it output, and we'll malloc size of a struct list node. Okay, because we need an integer, which will be sum, and make it 0. And then we need to do, we already have the head, but we can just do that. So we can do, so we have an output, but that's gonna be the head. But then we're gonna have to struct list node head output equals output, because we need a pointer to the head of the output list. So we need to iterate through, so while head dot does not equal null, I think we can do head equals head dot next. But before we do that, we should check if head value equals 0, and we'll do something, and then if else, no, actually I don't like that. We'll do else like this. Sum plus equals head dot val. Okay. But if the value equals 0, we want to make the output output val is going to be equal to the sum. True, and we'll set the sum to 0. And then we need to make the next node of output. So struct list node next equals malloc size of struct list node. Okay, and then we want output next equal to next, and then we want to make output equals output dot next to move it along. Yeah, we should still have that, and then if we at the end, if we return the head outputs, is this gonna work? I don't know, because we're gonna start at 0, which means the first sum is gonna be 0, which means I want to make head equal to head next. Yeah, and then start taking the sum. Let's just try it, fuck it, I don't know. Not really sure, no. Limit access with a misaligned address, close by 8-byte alignment. Malloc size of struct list node. Is it because I'm mallocing shit? Is this why it's not gonna work? Should I just do it with a normal? But I can't do that. Unless I keep the original 0 and make it equal to the sum and then make it point. Because this malloc shit, so obviously this is going to be causing this error, right? Pointer points here, memory can be printed. Ah, fuck, I'm going to have to rewrite this. Let's restart. Okay, so we have the head node. So we need to do while head does not equal null. Yes, right? We need a total. Because we need a sum. We need an int sum equals 0. Well, head does not equal null. But we also need some way of holding. We need a struct list node. And we'll just call it last 0. And then if head equals head next, right? So we're gonna keep going through, but I'm gonna have to return the head. Then I want to make it. I want a current struct list node current equals head. And we'll do this with current because then we can keep the head because we probably want that, right? Because we want to be able to return the head at the end. Okay, so if current value equals 0, then we need to make last 0 equal to current, right? But also, oh fuck. How about if last 0 does not equal null? Yeah, because if it's null, this isn't gonna work. But if it isn't null, that means we need to make. Okay, wait. I need to picture this. So we're here. Imagine we're here. Actually, imagine we're here. Because if it equals null, we're gonna make the last 0 equal to this, and then we're gonna continue, right? That's fine. Which we'll do here. Else sum plus equals current val. Okay, that's fine. So we start here. This will increment. So we get 4, and then we'll get to here, and then because this, yeah, and then we want to make the value of last 0 val equals sum. Then we'll make sum equals 0. And then we want to make the last 0 point to current. But shouldn't the last 0 just be the head? Because if it's null, oh, but that should just happen anyway, right? Last 0 dot next equals current. Yeah, I think this works. Maybe. What? Last 0 dot val equals null equals sum? Read memory access. What? If last 0 does not equal null, equals sum. Why is this not working? What? Shouldn't this also equal the head? Does it work if I make it equal to the head? Time limit exceeded. What the fuck? Okay, let me think about this. Okay, wait, yeah. If the current value is equal to 0, which it is initially, it's gonna make, and then it's gonna check if it's not null, which it shouldn't be because it's never null. Then last 0, the value equals the sum. No, but this should be null initially, right? What if I initially set it to null? Then it's gonna go here, and it's gonna just set it to the current, which is fine. And then we're gonna iterate, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go, the value is gonna equal the sum, but that's gonna be the value of the last row, which is gonna be this. Let's set this into 0, so this value is gonna be, oh, the end value doesn't equal null. Does this even like run though? Okay, it doesn't. Oh, it adds 0 at the end. Is that always that? Wait, what did I change? Did I even change anything? I don't think so. Why does it... Okay, it works. It just puts 0 on the end. Is that because the last one equals 0? Which means on the very end one, the next equals current. Why does it have one more on the end? Do I do last 0 dot next equals null? Does this fix it? Maybe? I don't know. No. Does not fix it. Oh, I know why that is. Why is it giving 0 in the end? Return the head. 411 0. It's always just one more. Is it because... Okay, so... Anyway... Okay. We do the 4, which means we've gotten to here, and we've set this to 4. Yeah. And then we made the next equal to the current. Oh yeah, that's the right one. And then we're making last 0 equal to current. But then if we make last 0 to next equal to null, equal to null, but then we make last 0 equal to current, but you can't go... What if I make this an else? This might fix it. I'm not sure. Perchance. No, that's not right. Okay, wait, let's run that back. Because the last 0... Let's just print the last, because I'm assuming this will just print 0. Last 0 val. I think this will just print 0 every time, because we're on the last element of the... Yes, okay. Now how do we... unless we iterate back through. Or if we just check. If last... If last 0... If current next equals null... If current next does not equal null, how about that? We'll try this. Then we make it, then we don't make it equal. Because if the next isn't... Does this work? No. Okay. Fuck this off. Because if the last 0 does not equal null, I don't understand how we're getting this last one. Because the last 0 dot next equals the current value, and the current value is 0. And then we're setting it to the current value. Okay, that's why. Wait, okay, how about if current next does not equal null, we do this. I think this actually does work. Right? In my head this works. But in my head so did the other one, so I don't know, man. I'm hoping it works. No, we still get 0 on the end. How is that? Okay, but the standard output's 11. Oh, so we just make now we had to the last line. Now we do last 0 dot next equals null, and this should fix it, right? Because now we're on 11. There's no way this doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if it works for everything, which I don't know. It might not. And this stupid. So yeah, I don't know how to get rid of this stupid shit, but it's really annoying. It's part of the. I'm using a Firefox extension. I don't know how to get rid of it. Well, I do. I can get rid of the extension, but I want it to sync to my GitHub, right? But I don't know how to. There's no other extension I could find except for this one with the GTA thing. I suppose it's kind of cool. It's really loud though. Anyway, yeah, that was it. That's my first medium question. I'm the goat. This is a decent solution with linked lists. I think this is decent. What are the other solutions? What's the best way? Merge nodes in between zeros. Beats 100% explained. But I want it to be C. Recursive versus iterative. What the fuck does this mean? Okay, skip M nodes, delete N nodes. Reverse every K nodes. How do you reverse nodes? What? This is C++. I thought it was C. Where's C? This is not a C solution. This is LOP. WLOP. No. Oh, this has C. Okay, this is a C solution. I mean, sure. Is there a C solution? This is not C, right? This is C++. What does he do? So he makes a stack. Yeah. While head. Oh yeah, that's just better than this. I didn't realize you could do that. It's a good catch. Sum plus equals head val. Yeah. If head val equals 0. Oh yeah. And sum. Okay. Stack dot push sum. Sum equals 0. Head equals head dot next. Prev equals null. While not stack dot empty, head equals new list node. Stack dot pop prev equals head. Now, I don't know what the fuck this means, but I know this is some weird C shit that we have. I mean, C++ shit. Oh, here's a C solution, my bad. Oh. Int summing struct a list node, yeah? Temp equals head. Move equals temp.next. Okay, well, move does not equal null. Okay. Yeah, so we skip the first one. If else, if move L does not equal 0, else temp next equals move temp next. Move L equals sum. Temp equals move, sum equals 0. Move equals move dot next. Oh, this is so much cleaner than mine. It's so much nicer. I'm not going to submit his solution, but why is this better? Maybe because he doesn't do this null shit. I don't know, fair enough. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.